In this video, we're taking a closer look at positive discipline, and this is where performance management really starts to shift in a meaningful way. Instead of focusing on consequences first, positive discipline centers on improvement. It's about working with employees to understand what's happening and how to move forward successfully. When done well, this approach not only addresses behavior, it strengthens trust, engagement, and long-term performance. Positive discipline requires a different mindset. Instead of asking what went wrong, we start asking what's getting in the way and how do we fix it. This approach brings the employee into the conversation as a partner. It creates shared accountability and demonstrates that the organization is invested in their success. And when employees feel that level of trust, they are far more likely to engage and improve. Blame shuts conversations down. Solutions open them up. That's why positive discipline intentionally removes blame from the equation. Instead, managers create space for honest, productive dialogue. The focus shifts to what needs to change and how to make that change happen. This not only leads to better outcomes, but it also helps employees stay engaged rather than becoming defensive. Traditional discipline often relies on increasing consequences to drive behavior change. Positive discipline takes a different path. It's rooted in the understanding that people perform better when they feel supported, respected, and involved in the solution. This isn't about lowering standards. It's about raising the effectiveness of how we help employees meet them. Positive discipline starts with a conversation. A real conversation, one that's clear, respectful, and focused on expectations. From there, it moves into coaching and support. If the employee improves, the process stops. That's the goal. If not, the manager continues to guide, reinforce expectations, and provide support. Escalation only happens when it's truly needed, and even then, the focus remains on improvement. In some models, the next step may include a paid suspension, but this is not about punishment. It's about reflection. It gives the employee space to step back, think about their behavior, and decide whether they are ready to meet expectations moving forward. This moment can be powerful. It reinforces accountability while still treating the employee with respect. Let's bring this to life. An employee is consistently late. The supervisor starts with a conversation, clarifying expectations and exploring what's driving the issue. The employee improves for a while, but the behavior returns. The supervisor continues the conversation, provides support, and ultimately uses a reflective pause, a paid day off. The result? The employee comes back more focused and committed. No escalation needed. That's the impact of a thoughtful, positive approach. Here's the key. Positive and progressive discipline are not opposites. In practice, they often work together. The structure can remain progressive, but the tone stays constructive and supportive. As situations escalate, the conversations may become more direct, but they never lose their focus on improvement. That balance is where strong HR practice really shows up. Of course, not every situation can be handled this way. Serious misconduct may require immediate action. Positive discipline doesn't replace accountability, it strengthens it. The key is knowing when to lead with coaching and when the situation calls for a more immediate response. That's where judgment and experience come into play. Positive discipline is one of the most effective tools you have as an HR professional or manager. It builds stronger relationships, encourages accountability, and supports real, lasting improvement. When you combine it with a structured approach, you create a system that is both fair and effective, one that truly supports employee success and organizational performance.